Hello, I'm Joshua De Laurentiis, and I'm here with my brother.
Matthew.
Yeah, that's it. That's your name. This is
is
my
it.
brother, and this is Pointful, tripping over the line. We're here today to do a build video for our good friends at Gungnir, who have sent us a. Well, you got the box down there, don't you, Matty?
Box here, absolutely.
Here we go.
This is the new box.
And this is the Gen 3. So he's made some changes to this little system, and we're pretty excited to put this together because this is the thing that will do the automatic scoring for us, so we can do our show.
And I don't think quite in the manner they intended to. I might have to grab that knife.
If I go like this, I'll go along here like that. I'll try not to cut you, Matty. It's just,
I appreciate
I
that.
said try. I didn't say I'd succeed. All right, that's it. There we go.
The intention is there, and that is the important thing after all.
This. There we go.
Got the bit.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's what we're looking for. So, open the box. Now, similar to our first build, we do have a quick start guide.
Quick start
Now,
guide.
however, remembering from our last one, the quick start guide are not instructions. Pop that off to the side. Now, what do we got? So we open up the box, and look, there have been some significant changes. We do know that they are very thoughtful people who try and, machine their work to the highest standards possible. But obviously, practice makes perfect. As this is looking I don't want to say a lot more impressive, but it is looking more impressive than what would have been generation Gen 2.
Yeah,
Presume the Gen 2.
Assumedly, like he's done his we're talking about Gungnir Dartstracker here, which is what we're building. He's taken feedback, or I don't know if he just seems to be a guy who likes to make things that are good.
Absolutely, and I think a combination of taking on board some field testing, one would probably say, and also just tinkering around the edges to find out what's the best system. Oh, it's got that nice.
That's pretty cool.
That looks like the surround. Okay, some nuts and bolts and some of the tech stuff that they're going on there. Power packs. It says energy on it, energy efficiency and so forth. So I'm presuming those are the power.
Yeah, as with the last time we did one of these builds, it of course comes with the European power adapter, but you can just get one of these little guys, like just the old.
However, I'm actually seeing, I think they might have actually been rather nice. That looks like an Australian style.
Okay, all right, yeah, he's done us a solid here. That's yeah, that's nice. I feel like maybe this is part of their journey to be potentially the #1 automatic scoring thing. I mean, there are other ones, but we do like this one a lot.
Okay, so these look like the legs, or the arms, the supports.
Where the cameras sit in.
Camera sit in.
So it supports this is the part. Those are the parts that support the ring, but also have the cameras inside that you can move to adjust as needed.
Now, we need to make sure we're checking this carefully because, again, there is if it's a similar system, which I think it is, 4 supports at the top, 1 at the bottom, and the 1 at the bottom is different.
Yeah, yep. It's same with this. Yeah, so it's these as well. There's one that's different. We just need to make sure that
we work out which one is the different. Yep. This one.
Okay, good. That's the different one
because it doesn't have the hole in it. So this is the one for the cameras, and this is the one for the support with the information going through that there. So I think that's what. I think we're running out of room, but I think we'll be fine. And then the surrounds.
He's done this too. Okay, so in the previous iteration, like this is just better. This is just over. Like there were like smaller pieces of. So this is the ring. Yeah, they're like smaller pieces like that. But now that's. I like this a lot.
Let's grab the box.
Yeah, nice one. The first build that we did, I think we got about 30% of the way through, maybe 25%, and it took us hours.
You were exaggerating how far we got on that one.
We don't know what the hell we're doing, but we're gonna try. We're trying.
We're trying. Right? We're working our way through that.
All right. Well, I'll put the electronics pieces to the side for now.
I think we need to make the surround first. And then feed the legs into it, and then feed the wires.
Yep. We had those. Yeah, I remember that part. So we've got those. So the way that, well, I mean, I assume it's still the same. So this hasn't had a complete overhaul, just like slight changes for the better. But you've got to start putting this together. It's got USB cables that go around to the Raspberry Pi on the bottom. So you put them together sort of part by part and run the cables around and then plug them in at the end.
It's designed for people to take their time with. If you're willing to take the time, then the basic competent DIYer can certainly put one of these systems together and enjoy it in their own home. So I think that's
A bit like Lego. Do you remember like the different grades of Lego?
Yes.
So it was you had like Duplo, like for little very small kids.
Yep.
And you worked up to, was it Technics? But you had like little motors where you can make like really interesting
well, vehicles basically.
Well, yeah, basically, yeah. So we've got USB cables with the cameras all in there as well. So we should have 4 of those because there are 4 cameras.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good job.
This is the every like one of these.
Yeah, so it's
has
a
this
unique
little,
identifier.
Yeah, that's it. Is that what it's called? Unique identifier.
Yeah, well, that's one.
Sounds like UI, isn't?
Yeah, well,
user interface.
User interface.
Yeah,
well, it depends on which
it's
acronym.
a unique. We shouldn't show that. They're gonna know. They'll start scanning it and start like throwing actually good darts instead of our usual.
Look, the way that the computers are going, they'll know it's not us.
Oh, and here we go. Here's our puck for our mounting system for the dartboard.
Yep.
So that goes on there. I'll just put these things to the side as we go through. Nuts and bolts.
Nothing bolts.
Obviously very
and some cut
important.
screws.
And these parts are for the calibration, which we'll get to later. Yeah, we'll put that over there.
Once that's set up, we'll get to the
Right, so that's
calibration.
and cable ties also for later. Cool. That's a bag done.
One bag done.
So these 4 parts are for the cameras on the top ring.
Yes.
And this is the part for the bottom.
Yes.
Done. Okay. I'm going to put the bottom part just to the side for now.
Okay.
Just so that's covered.
Okay. Do you want to move those out of the way as well? I think if we focus on the surround first, and then work on the electronic sections next.
Cool.
I'll just pop these rulers out of it. We did get some equipment ready to go. Weren't sure exactly what equipment we needed for it, but I thought the more tools you've got around, the easier it's going to be.
Well, last time we did a build on this, I think I had about 4 different sized Phillips head screwdrivers. Turned out we needed a flathead. I had 1 flathead, so that's it. So just, you never know.
You never.
Oh, this does look.
So that's nice and slick there.
This looks. Yeah, this is much more simple.
So just move this again. We'll move a few bits to the side as we go along because we've got limited space. That's the bottom. So then,
so like that. There we go.
So that goes all the way down the bottom.
This
is it. Oh, you got the bottom.
No, that one goes there. Yeah.
That one
there we
goes
go.
there. So there we go. I thought you were putting that on the other side. So that comes around.
Oh, you actually do just make the ring first. Oh, this is.
I think that's.
I'm pretty sure. I think you've nailed it here. Yeah. So, wait, hang on a sec. That's got to go over there. Wait, like that.
So what I've got at the moment is the black surface that we've got here. So this black surface will be the thing that's sitting out that we're going to be looking at. So all the things we're doing at the moment is going to be hidden.
Maybe just like over here. Just get that there. There we go.
There we go. So all the cables, all the electronics are going to be hidden away, busy doing their job, while we're throwing darts and going, wow, what a good shot. Because I'm expecting some very good shots to be thrown. Maybe not consistently, but there's going to be some good ones.
Your darting, I mean, we're doing a build here, right?
Yeah.
So we'll try and focus on that. But your darting has been improving substantially. Matthew's been sending me some pretty wild checkouts recently. Like, I don't think I've got a checkout over 100 in my life. I don't think. And you've been nailing them.
Oh, thank you. Look, yes, I'm not going to, I've put in a bit of practice. I've been also using the 180 board. Again, a very quiet board, which I appreciate.
Oh, the Gladiator 3 Plus! What a board that is! What an absolute beauty!
They're great boards, but they've also got like the way in which they're designed with the blades and the brightness of the board. I think that's certainly helping in terms of both the aesthetics. There we go.
We had one sent over from 180 from our good friends at Eagle Sports. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful board. Looking forward to playing on these ones.
So it's a combination of the automatic tracker from Gungnir and the 180 board. It's the Gladiator. As you
I feel like we're in an Adam Sandler movie at this point. I mean, just all the what do you call it, product placement.
Product placement.
No, we were going to use this stuff anyway. It's just
Well, yeah, it's a combination. Like, never be ashamed of the fact that we're using products that are good.
exactly. We wouldn't give you a bum steer, would we? That's the
No, that would be probably unprofessional. And if there's nothing
unethical.
Unethical as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. This part here, this is the little part that plugs into the camera, and obviously the USB part plugs into the Raspberry Pi at the bottom. Oh, this is painfully simple. I'm happy with this.
Channel.
There it goes. And there.
And there.
There we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Now there's a lot.
Oh, now about marking them though. So is
Oh,
it just
good point.
because? Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit of tape, and just even this little bit right here. There we go. So I reckon we'll mark the closer one, not the longer one. What the numbers on
So
a
this is
dartboard
going
again?
this is going to be the right hand side.
What? Right hand side? Why don't turn around? That'll be the left hand side. That'll be left hand side.
No, we're facing the board. This is going to be the right hand side. If we lift this up,
Yeah, that'll be the left.
that'll be the right.
It'll be the left. Look. Here we go.
Facing the board to the right.
But this will turn around like that, and then you'll look at it.
Why would it turn around?
Well, the dartboard's back there. It's there.
gonna lift it up
There.
like that.
Left side.
That's right. Facing the board, that's the right hand
The
side.
dartboard goes here, facing this way.
Oh, okay.
Here's the camera pointing in. Here's your dartboard looking down. We're gonna look. Here we go. Look at this. There's the 180 right in the whoop. There's the 180 right in the middle.
Yeah.
That's the dartboard facing up.
All right.
Yeah.
I must.
Trust me. Yeah.
I do.
I assume now we're going to take these are all the ones with the cameras because this one is just a plain no camera. That's just the base.
Yes.
That's cool. That can just stay there. And it's nuts and bolts time. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Those. That there. And that one there. That there. Nuts and bolts and washers. There, there. Right, done. And there.
Right.
So this will be for the bottom as well. We'll just get that prepared for later.
Maybe pop the rest of them back inside the bag.
Yeah, don't mind that. It's good thinking. You ever see those you know, like guys who do like watch building or watch restoration videos on YouTube where they've got all the little, they've got their gloves that they put on and they've got all the little tweezers and their little places for all the teeny tiny little parts. I just find that very satisfying. So the camera goes in here and can move up and down.
Yes.
So it would go like this. So this white would face the interior. This is your exterior. So this will have a cover.
Right. Okay. Is that got
So yeah, so it'll go like this. So this little guy.
Okay. So this is the. Let's grab the cover thing. That
Yep.
might help with the working it out bit.
So it'll go like this, and then this you can make a little.
So the cover goes in. Oh, so the cover slots in here like so, doesn't it?
Yep. And then so yeah, so it goes like that, and then that is where the camera goes in, and then that can move up and down like that.
For the when you calibrate it.
So that means this can go in. So like this. See here, how I've got this just a tiny little loop in here. So there's enough room for this to move up and down as needed, and not put stress on the cable. Like this. It's going that way. There we go.
It's a tight fit, I think.
No, that's pretty good. Okay, so here's the thing. You'd want to do this one first, because once you've put in this lower camera, this lower camera holder, it's as in this is nice and tight, so you won't be able to pull the additional looseness.
Yeah.
All you need is about like 5 or 6 inches, like about that much. That's about how much you need. Just so you can do a little loop and there's enough room for this cable to move through there, through there.
That's in
like that. Okay. So that's in.
Now, from memory, as I recall, we put the washers on the wrong side last time.
Did we? So the... Oh, so...
The washers, so washer,
through there.
bolt, and then nut on the other side, like so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that, I mean, that makes sense. That's, I mean, that's how it's... I'm pretty sure that's how it's used.
I think that's how it's... I think that's how we messed it up last time. Wiggle.
Wait, we got a couple of flatheads or just one?
Sure.
Yeah, we got two. Yeah. Oh, that's screwing in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
going
just, I
great.
think it's just tight. I think it's just if we just
You just have to...
like actually
Pop-
screw it in.
screw it
It,
in,
won't,
yeah.
it doesn't just pop through. I think it's just they've given you that extra support.
So you're left-handed, as
Yes.
in... We can say by birth now, can't we? That is actually factual, yeah.
Yes.
Do you...
by training?
Are you better at things with your... I mean, would you think that you're better at things with your right hand than I would be at my left? Because I feel like I'm very not ambidextrous. It's...
See,
Even though I'm a drummer.
I'm definitely not a drummer. It depends on what I'm doing. So I tend I'm left and right-handed, but I'm not ambidextrous. I tend towards fine motor skills. Tend to be left-handed. However, for gross motor skills such as kicking and throwing, I am right-handed. So throwing a ball, I'm right-handed. Throwing a dart, which is more refined, is left-handed. And when I started playing darts, I had to work out which one I was using. Because
Because of the cross-eye dominance.
there's that, and there is that.
Isn't there like a really famous darter? It's like Phil the Power Taylor or someone like that was cross-eye dominant, as in it doesn't... I think the takeaway is supposedly that it doesn't matter, just throw a dart.
Like I know there's cricket players who have changed from right-handed to left-handed. Who they are, I can't-
Really?
Yep. And they've got better because of it. I know Adam Gilchrist used to tuck a squash ball into his glove to adjust his grip, and that improved his batting ability, which was very good anyway.
Remember Donald Bradman? Remembered when Donald Bradman, like, as in like we grew up together. No, but the story about how Donald Bradman would practice his catching. You always talk about him as this incredible batsman. He practiced catching by throwing a ball up against a piece of corrugated iron, where it would bounce off at different angles. So you just go like this and then catch it like that.
Wasn't familiar with that story.
Pretty interesting.
I mean, I remember the water tank and the cricket stump.
Oh, what's that one?
That was when so he used to throw the ball against the corrugated iron, and used a cricket stump to practice his batting. So that was how he got his hand-eye coordination improvement. I think partly because he didn't have a lot of people to play against wherever he was growing up at the time.
Well, less people on the planet back then, just in general.
That is true. But I think he was more isolated in terms of the farm stick. That's surround. And we do the inserts later on, so I think we do the cameras
next. So we need these little camera holders, which I believe you have.
I've got on this side. So outside bit.
4 of those. So these are the parts that the camera goes into here, and then you can move them up and down when you're doing your excuse me,
Your
the
calibration.
calibration. Yeah. So I would just
3, 1 there. One. Oh, yes, there is one more, but that wasn't it. Number 4. We've got 4 cameras.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So 2 over there, 2 over here. Okay, so the window here, which is
Right.
on the back side. As in, so this is
The
the
back
window for the camera to poke through.
Yep.
This is where the cable goes in. Mm-hmm. And this goes to the back side of here. So you'd go like this. So you take this, get your camera here, you just pop him in. Mm-hmm. That just pops in. So he's in. In goes the camera.
Yep, there we go.
That's just in.
Yep.
Now this, because you want to line this up with this little window here.
Yep, got that
Here,
bit.
like here,
Got
here.
that there. Yep.
And then you want to pop that on. Slide on. Oh, you pop it on because you want to pop it in over like that.
I suppose it doesn't matter which way these goes, it's how we put them into the...
That's it. So that's done, right? Like that.
Theoretically. Now, do we have extra screws?
We don't need screws for this. That just sits in there like
Because
that.
it's just got the holes there.
No, sits in there easy as you like.
Alright.
And so then, when you come around to here, so you can see it, I'll go around to the front here.
Yeah.
Yep. So you go. Actually, I'll turn this around. That part.
Yeah.
I
The
think that
striker
goes.
bit
Yep. So that goes to the base.
towards the cable.
Yep. Toward the cable.
Oh, okay. It doesn't get as close as I thought it did.
Oh, it does. I think I'm gonna.
Do you have to push it in?
I can't remember if we're going like this. Oh, it pops on after. No, I don't think so. I think this goes in here and just sort of pops in. There we go. Now it's sliding. Just pops on in. So nothing to worry about there.
This goes in there. That goes in there. This goes in here.
This.
Snap, snap, snap.
Again, so that comes out there. So you want to have your cable outside before you put this guy in.
Yeah, yep.
So I'm putting him in. I'm just going to turn this around a little bit more, just so you make sure we can see it.
Yep.
Now, here. So kind of go in like that, in on one side. So in on one side and then go in on the other. That's it. Yeah, so if it feels a bit loose, you haven't gotten it all the way in. So just, you kind of got to get it into this. There's a little groove there. And you pop it in until you get there. There we go. There we go. So it should have a little bit of resistance.
Yeah.
If it's just gone flapping around, then you haven't gotten it right into the groove. That's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. That's it.
There we go. So just that bit of resistance, but not so much that it's...
You've broken anything.
yeah, exactly. Now we should just be able to pop this one in, which is, you want to know which is the right and which is the left. For when you plug into the Raspberry Pi eventually. Not too far away. So this, we've got the white on the inside. So we're going to pop these cables through here. This guy in, like that. In here goes. Right. In here goes.
Okay.
Into that. And that's, oh, hang on a sec. I think I buggered that up. All right.
Okay.
This has got to go. This goes like this. Okay. So these got to come through this way through the top.
Through the top. Okay.
Like that. Yeah.
So because it wants to get out.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Up through there. Bring that around. So if you can keep that to that side, yep, that would be. Put him through that side, and then this through. Got to do that thing again, like this. Keep them separated. Like, what's his name? Dexter Holland once sung.
Yes.
Got to keep them separated. What was he talking about?
I think it was more on a personal level. You just need to keep. You need to keep. You know, the classes separated or something like that, or people separated so they don't do silly things.
Isn't he like stupidly rich? I don't know, like how. Like, is it not through music though? Like through some other venture?
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think he was. I mean, I quite
Seems like a nice chap.
He seems like a nice chap. Like I like his music. He may or may
You may or may not have much self-esteem, but we don't.
But that's okay. We're all working on that, are we not?
Yeah. All right, so that one's through there.
Yeah. Now, do we want to tape those two together, or we reckon we'll still be right?
Yeah, I might, but I just want to keep these guys separated.
Yes. Because we can never go to the well too many times. Although I do seem to recall from last time, again, the idea that once we get them through, they tend to cross over.
Yeah.
So he's got it.
But thankfully, we've marked them. So I would recommend marking them. Yeah, I see. So that's coming out that way. So I will tape. Get some tape. I'll tape those two together.
Let's keep them. I'll hang on to those for a bit.
Yeah, you didn't want to say keep them separated,
I did not.
Yeah.
No,
I did it for you. See? What are younger brothers for?
Saying the things that the other one didn't want to say.
Oh, let's go with that. That'll do.
That'll do. Well, we've got one done. That's the important thing.
And I'll get that pen. Here we go. No, I'll write R. Oh, wait, hang a sec. No, L. This is...
No, R.
I wrote R.
You wrote R.
Because it is the right side. Yeah, okay, I'm confused. All right. R. And I'll just do a double R. R on that side as well.
Right.
So then we can't possibly be confused.
Oh,
even though this is starting to look like a P, or I don't know what the hell that is. All right, cool.
It's marked though.
It's done.
It's
done.
The one that's taped together is marked, and so we need to just. I just need to get that down a bit.
Yep. All right. Let's go there. There we go.
See it?
Oh, this is looking good now. Whoops. Get him in there. What?
That's one of those ones where, like, I once got told, you know, you need two hands on the screwdriver, and I got very confused till I worked out I need one at the top and one at the bottom.
You were just on this side.
Going, what? That's not actually helping. It's like, no, you need to use one hand to guide it in.
Yep. And the other one to give a high five.
Or a peace sign.
Yeah, all right, we'll listen to Alanis Morissette today. What are you going to do? It's good stuff.
It's
a Jagged Little Pill is a gosh darn classic, my friend.
You won't hear me say no, I'm not going to say
preaching to the choir over here, aren't I?
Absolutely.
I think
It came pretty far for someone who was saying you can't do that on television.
Is that where she came from?
I do believe so. Again, I could be casting aspersions, but I believe she came from...
Casting aspersions before. What was You Can't Do That on Television? I think it's a thing that I've heard of.
It was a kids variety TV show where it was like Saturday Night Live, but for kids.
Right.
Like they do sketches and recurring characters and on running gags and all those sorts of things where they, I think one of the catchphrases might have been, sometimes it's so easy I'm ashamed of myself, and they'd come up with this elaborate thing about how they couldn't go to school, and possibly slime was involved at some point. I was going to ask about
slime. I didn't want to be like it's like the Nickelodeon awards or whatever where they always slime people. But I wanted to ask about slime. I feel
like there's like you had to, or was it custard? It was either slime or custard, and if you said a particular phrase or something, you got slimed or custard.
Well, I mean, okay, so at this point, we've got this much. I mean, this is pretty good. Basically, we've got all our cameras in their places. We've got the rings set up. We've got these, which will plug into the Raspberry Pi.
Yep.
I mean, we pop these guys on later. We don't need to worry about this, but these are like the covers.
Well, that's one of the thing we picked up. Don't do that until the very end when you've got the cameras set up and you're ready to fix the cameras into place. You want to make sure there's an adhesive there that once you've stuck the cameras in, it's very difficult to get off and then reuse. All
right. Well, I reckon. So we've got this much done. I reckon let's take a quick little 5-minute break.
Yep.
And then, I mean, when I say we'll take 5 minutes and we'll be right back with you. I mean, you've probably already switched off by now, but if you are watching, you take yourself a 5-minute break and then we'll see you in a little bit.